Friend expected me to pay for everything? I just had to cut off an old friend that I rekindled with after I had my son. She has 2 boys. Her and her husband are separated but still married legally and living together. Recently, we went to a fair where she expected me to pay for everything. Every time we've ever went anywhere, I'd pay. The last time we went out, I suggested Applebee's because it's cheaper, and I don't mind paying usually, and she said she was expecting something more fancy, as if it was a date. Mind you, I am also married happily. I just laughed it off. We went to Applebee's anyways. Well, recently we go to the fair with our kids for a play date where never once did I say I was paying because I am not a millionaire and I can't afford to take a family of 3 plus me and my son, so really a family of 5 to the fair. We get there, and I'm buying the pass for my son and myself, and she said she left her wallet in her car, no big deal, I'll pay, and then she can just Venmo me. I pay for all the passes, we go on rides, we are having fun, and it's time to eat. We get food at the fair, which was extremely expensive, and her kids are just yelling out what they want this, and she has absolutely no control of them. So I hurry to order everything, and this girl has the nerve to add hella more food to the order, which comes out to $110. After we eat, it's getting really hot, our kids are tired, so I ask her like, hey, before we leave, can you Venmo me? She looks me dead in the eyes and said she has no money and that she's broke. Her husband cut her off basically, and I told her, if you knew that, why did you suggest the fair and why did you say you would Venmo me? She said because I don't understand since me and my husband both have good paying jobs and she's a stay-at-home mom so it's harder. I didn't know what to say and I just said, okay, put my son in his stroller and got up to leave and she follows with her kids. As we are leaving, she has the nerve to say she wishes they could go into this escape room, not included in the passes I bought everyone, and keeps looking at me like with these begging face. Honestly, it made me feel disgust. So I said, no, we need to go back. It's getting late and my kid needs to nap. We both say bye same day. She's calling and texting, asking for the next hangout and inviting herself to my house saying she can come right now with her boys. I say I'll get back to her. Now it's been 4 days she calls and texts me every day, which I don't respond to. After I told my husband about everything and he told me to absolutely cut her off and that it's trifling and she's completely taking advantage of me. Has anyone else ever experienced something like this? Update. I texted her and said exactly how I feel and that she needs to pay me back. She got mad. I ended up blocking her and not responding to her last text. It won't let me upload the screenshots, so I'm going to just copy-paste the messages. Me. Hey, I know you've been texting and calling to hang out and schedule, but honestly, I'm not really interested unless you can pay me back for the other day. I spent a lot of money and you lied to me and told me you Venmo. I feel like you took advantage of me because we were in front of the kids when I asked you to pay me back. I would never do that to you. You're just assuming that we are well off because we both work, when in reality, it's because we budget. If you had been straightforward that you didn't have money, I would have brought snacks and we could have gone to the free splash pad or the park or literally anything free. Her response? What do you expect from me, I'm depressed and going through a divorce and have no money? I tell you the truth and then you use it against me? You're just holding everything you paid for over my head when I never asked you to do that. Me. You literally did ask me to do that. You said you were going to Venmo me and literally lied to my face and made sure to wait until after I paid for everything. I get you're depressed and I'm sorry for what you're going through, but that has no correlation to you lying and waiting until after I paid to guilt trip me. Her response. I have enough going on right now. I really don't need to be dealing with this, honestly. Me. So are you going to pay me back or not? Her response. Not, you don't need me to pay you back. You're doing just fine. You're just a greedy person. You literally have your husband paying for everything. You have no idea what it's like to struggle. And I am struggling so bad right now. We are staying together for the kids, but he doesn't help me with anything and I never have money. Me, you literally showed up with Starbucks? Her response. You're going to be like that and watch all my expenses? Why are you even texting me? I don't want to be friends with someone that's going to hold everything over my head. You're just a greedy person. You think you're better than me and you're not. You always look down on people. I never should have told you shit about my marriage because you clearly don't even care. I never responded to her last text and just blocked her. So what do you think? Was I wrong for asking my money back when my friend expected me to pay for everything? I don't want my fiancé's best friend's wife to come to my wedding. I don't really know what to do, and there is so much backstory here. But I am really stressing about this girl that's invited to my wedding. I'm not really sure where to start because there is a lot that has led up to this moment. Ultimately, my fiancé has had Matt as his best friend for 20 years. Matt is a cool and solid guy, but not trustworthy. Matt just got married to Kat a couple weeks ago, but they had been engaged since 2022. They were never in a rush to get married, and anytime anyone asked, that's exactly what they said. After my fiancé and I got engaged, winter 2025, and we knew we wanted a short engagement. Matt and Kat immediately started planning their wedding after they found out. Anytime I tried to talk to Kat about her wedding or otherwise, she either gave me an attitude or flat out ignored me. Unless she has had a few drinks where she asks about the tea, she ignores my existence completely. When I attended her bridal shower and wedding, she wouldn't even look in my direction, and when I went up to congratulate her, she sounded less than enthused about it. I recently found out that Kat has been saying terrible things about me when I'm not around, and essentially tries to turn one of my closest friends against me. It seems to be working. According to the people I heard from, that Kat was talking bad. They think she might be upset that I'm stealing her man's best friend from him, but what? I don't think that makes sense. I don't want her starting any drama at my wedding. I don't want to be stressed that she and my other close friend are spending time together at my wedding. But this is technically my fiancé's call, right? Since it's his best friend's wife? It's as much his day as it is mine, but I don't want this girl bringing her shadow and putting a damper on the whole thing. What could the solution be here? Update 2 weeks later. Okay, so fiancé and I talked. He had been growing kind of distant from this friend anyway, so he basically told me that we won't pay attention to them since it's our wedding, and afterwards we don't really need to associate with them. After this talk, his best friend, Matt, called him on a Saturday afternoon and invited us to his son's birthday party. When fiancé told me about this, I asked who was going to be there. Is it a small thing, or was this planned and we were an afterthought? Matt's wife, Kat, would have done all the inviting to the party. Well, we show up and we were definitely an afterthought. This party was pretty huge. Grandparents and great-grandparents were there, all their friends and their families, etc. We ended up staying for a little bit, but leaving before most of the others. We kept to the plan we spoke about, even though the whole party thing hurt, especially since my fiancé is supposed to be this kid's godparent. Anyway, wedding day comes and this group of friends is running late. My fiancé kept walking away from the officiant when they asked if we were ready to start to buy time for the friends to show up. They were probably 20 minutes late. Whatever. I don't care, I'm as cool as a cucumber and I'm just going with the flow of the day. We get through the ceremony without a hitch after they arrive. After the ceremony, we do posed pics. Family, friends, etc. We get to the girls' pic and Kat is like, "Do you want me in this?" I'm agreeable because I'm in a fantastic mood and don't really think anything of it. At the reception, though, some of my high school friends tell me Kat is being weird, rude, and whatever. My other friend told me at the end of the night that Kat announced her pregnancy when I was in the other room. All in all, there was no direct drama with me, and the day was everything I could have asked for and more. I think at this point, we are planning on keeping these friends at arm's length and just living our lives. Am I the jerk for kicking my 3 sisters out of my wedding after they came with their kids? My wife and I got married 2 weeks ago. We wanted a child-free wedding, so we've let everyone know, my family, in-laws, friends, and relatives, and everyone was okay with it. Except for my family. I have 3 sisters, all with kids from 2 to 10. My mom said it was illogical to not allow kids since, 1, this never happened in the family, and 2, my sisters live towns away so the kids can't be left alone. After a lot of arguing and others getting involved, I stood my ground and they agreed to not bring kids. At the wedding, no one brought kids. My parents and aunts were already there. But then I saw my 2 sisters arriving with their kids. I immediately went to ask what's the deal. They began arguing with me when I said I won't be letting them in with the kids. I saw my older sister came with her kids in the car. I was pissed. I asked why they decided to go against the rule and bring kids. My mom started yelling at me when I told my sisters they weren't allowed in with the kids. Everyone was yelling at me. Elle had to get the security involved to make them leave. My parents and aunt left shortly after. They were so pissed at me. I got nasty texts later and my cousin posted about my shitty wedding on Facebook. Days later. I've gathered the family and explained that what they did was wrong. I asked if I allowed my sisters with their kids, what message does that send to my in-laws and friends who wanted to bring kids but they couldn't? My sisters argued with me and it turned out my mom told them to bring their kids and she'd deal with me later. I told them they could have arranged for a babysitter, but my mom said they wanted to celebrate as a whole family, say that I ruined my own wedding by making a scene. And everyone will always remember my wedding as a disaster, a shit show because of mine and my wife's child-free bowl. They said the only way to fix it is to have another wedding party and include everyone, especially kids. One called them unreasonable. I asked Mom where she got the nerve to even demand that. They blamed my wife and claimed it was deliberate. I left. They started talking to my wife, trying to convince her that they don't approve of what happened and that they're giving us the chance to fix the situation, otherwise the relationship is damaged. This caused me a headache and I don't think what I did was wrong. I just wanted them to have some respect for my wife and her family. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for daily Reddit stories. All rights belong to the original author. This video is for narration and entertainment purposes only.